Okay, Baruch Abayim. Welcome everyone. We're about to begin Bezus Hashem. Our Thursday night shiur. We learn a little bit Kabbalah and Chassidus. So it's things on the Parsha and Yonah the Yoma. So today is a very special day. It's the it is it's what we call Purim Katan, the small Purim. I just had a little tish privately. I was thinking maybe to have the. Sorry, the kids are making noise. I was thinking maybe to have the tish on the video, but decided to have it privately. Really, the Indian really have a tish tomorrow, but since tomorrow's Erev Shabbos, it's a little bit difficult. But maybe I'll try to get up early and wash in the morning as well. That's a good idea. So the food I made was a little too salty, but we'll discuss a little bit. Not much minhagim of Purim Katan, but we'll discuss a little bit about Purim Katan a little later. But as always, we start with teaching from the Zohar. Again, really, it seems like every week I keep telling myself I'm not going to do the Zohar. It's not really something that should be broadcast so publicly. Um, but then again, we always find something that's valuable to teach over. Excuse me. So, the Zohar that we're going to be studying tonight is the from this week's Parsha, Parshas Sisa. It's Daf Kuf Pei Ches Amud Aleph. That's page 288a in the Zohar, Parshas Sisa. And it's the reading for um, the Chokli Israel on this past Sunday, Parshas Sisa. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. Is everything okay? All right. All right. It says Pasach Idach Rebbe Chiya Svar Rebbe Chiya V'Amar. So Rebbe Chiya opened up with the following teaching. He said, it's from the book of Proverbs, chapter 12. Sfas emes tikun la'ad, va'ad argia l'shon sheker. It says that the lips of truth, that is established forever. But even for a moment, doesn't last the tongue of falsehood. So tachazi. Come look at this, the Zohar says. Excuse me. Ilu kol b'nei alma halvi palchin l'shikra. If all the people of the world were serving falsehood, false idols, hayahachi, then it would be like this. Aval hayna harv is a har denar vadai kshoit il koichve ruma der Chiya kshoit inun. So they would be nullified. But this light and radiance, which is shining from the sun, um, aval hayna harv is a har denar vadai kshoit il koichve ruma der Chiya kshoit inun. So for sure, this this truth, which is from the stars above, of in the firmament in the heaven, this is truth. They're all of these things are true things. They exist. They're not meant to be worshipped. They're only true in they are servants of God, so we do not worship them. But they are true things that exist. Eve tif shiu v'chisronu d'daita d'Eloheinu inu amrei v'koron lahu Eloha l'boy kutshabrichu l'sheitza ayvadoi me'alma. So in foolishness and through lack of knowledge, there are idolaters, heathens, who call them gods. But because of this, God does not have to destroy his world because of stupid people. Right? This is the same idea as referenced in the Talmud. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted right now. Razy, come here. You want me to hold you? Excuse me. Avalman ish to say. All right. Avaluzimna the asay lo yishtetsun kukavaya her in the alma. Avalman ish to say inun the falche loin. So in the future, God also, he's not going to destroy he's not going to destroy the sun and the stars because they were foolishly worshipped, but he will destroy those. Come here. He will destroy those who worship them. All right, hold on. So God is not going to destroy the sun and the stars and the moon and all these things that he created just because stupid people are worshiping them. But who is he going to destroy? The people who worship these things. Ukra da hachihu. That's what this verse in the book of Proverbs is saying. Sfas emes tika in load. The mouth of the speech of truth exists forever. Ilan Yisrael dinum sfas emes. So the Jewish people are called sfas emes, the speech of truth. So what do we say in the Shema? Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. The Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Deuteronomy 6:4. Chayla'iu emes is all truth. V'raza de emes, the Messiah Hashem Elokeichem emes. And the secret of truth is that the Shema ends with the words, the Lord your God is truth. And the word emes does not appear in the Bible. In that verse in the book of Numbers that we read in the Shema, but we add the emes in the end. Um, the truth. Okay. Excuse me. Vidayus vas emes. That's what it means. The lips of truth. Oh, tikkun load. Exists forever. The lips that say the word emes, they exist forever. Because we have this from an oral tradition to add that word emes at the end of that scripture reading. So therefore, um, that's part of it. Okay. Vadargia. What does it mean? Only for a second does it exist. The speech of falsehood. Vadragama violate. It should say just for a moment. My argia. What does it mean? As a moment comes. Ela ad kama yehe kiyuma de lahoin balma. How long will the falsehood exist in the world? Ad zimna diyesev yehelai neicha mifulchana kasha dalai. Until the time that comes, there will be for me rest from the difficult work that's on me. So argia means really rest. Ragua is a Hebrew word for being rested. Bezimna dargia is to say lashon sheker. So it means in the time of the resting. Excuse me again. Meaning, we say that when the time when Mashiach comes will be Yom Shekulei Shabbos. It'll be a time that's totally Shabbos. So that's what we have the term from resting. So the Zimna Dargia, the time of when the rest comes, Yish say Lashon Sheker, the Karn Lahalamanda Lav Hu Alaha. Alaka. When the time of the rest comes, when Mashiach comes, is the Yom Shekulei Shabbos, day that's totally Sabbath. You should say Lashon Sheker. The speech of the tongue of falsehood will be destroyed. Inun de Karan Alaha Demand Lav Hu Elaka. What is the speech of falsehood? Those are the ones who call something a God that is not God. Of Yisrael Inun Sfas Emes, but the Jewish people are the speech of truth because we say there's one God. Ksiv Behu is written by them in Isaiah 43. Amzu Yitzarti Li Tilasi Yisaperu. This people I formed for me, and my praise they will tell over. Okay. So he says the following. Ad karna chadazimna de havena azal bahadi Rebbe Eleazar. So Rebbe Chiya is saying he remembers one time he was walking with Rebbe Eleazar. Fagabe Hegmoina, a Roman soldier, Hegmon, met them. Amalei Rebbe Eleazar. So this Roman soldier said to them, he asked him the following. He asked Rebbe Eleazar, Amalei Rebbe Eleazar, Ant Yadas Miraisa Diudoi. So this Roman soldier, he says to Rebbe Eleazar, the great Rebbe Eleazar, the son of Rebbe Shimon ben Yochai, he says to him, do you know a little bit the Jewish Torah? Amalei Yadana, yeah, I know a little bit. He said, I know. Amalei Leis Asen amrinen de memnusen lechoin kashait verais choin kashait vanan de memnusa delon sheker verais delon sheker. So don't you guys say that your faith is true and your Torah is true, and you say that our faith is false and our Torah, I guess our religion, our writings, our teachings are false? How could it be? So I guess this Roman soldier, he also knew a little bit Bible. It says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, that the speech of truth exists forever, and until the moment, or until the moment of rest, whatever, however you want to translate it, is the speech of falsehood. That truth exists for a long time and falsehood does not. I guess this is, we see already, even back in the times of Rabbi Shimon Yochai and Rebbe Eleazar Benoi, Rabbi Shimon and his son Rebbe Eleazar, that already there was this very strange position that the Jewish people were in, that we would have to argue with missionaries who would try to bring proofs from our own Torah and our own Bible to support their own ideas. And I'm not sure, you know, I mean, at that point in history, there were Christians, but they were very few. But it seems the Romans, even who worshipped the many gods, also knew about the Jewish Bible, as it had been translated into Greek, and they knew the Greek language, even though they spoke Latin. The And it's interesting also, you have here a rather religious seeming soldier, which is something which we see today. So anyway, um, he says, truth lasts forever and falsehood doesn't. So anan as miyomen da alma kaimen b'malchusa. V'lo adi minan la'alman dara basadar tikkun la'ad vadai. So he says, our kingdom is ancient, all the way back to the beginning of time, and will never be taken away from us, generation after generation. This will exist forever for sure. Now, this passage right here, I think, is enough to prove the ancientness of the Zohar, because we know that the Roman Empire fell. And here he's quoting this arrogant Roman soldier who's saying that the Roman Empire will never fall. And we know it did. So therefore, how could anyone make such a statement that the Roman Empire would exist forever, even though, we, even then, we knew it wouldn't. But you would not be able to quote a Gentile as making such a statement. If it was, if the Zohar was, as some people claim, composed much later. So here's a pretty strong proof of the ancientness of the teachings of the Zohar. So anyway, the Roman soldier saying, the speech of truth lasts forever. We're the Roman kingdom, the Roman Empire. That's what's going to last forever. We know it didn't. We know it fell. Anyway, so what did he say? Va'asoin zer hava lechu malchusa miyad adi menachain ukra iskaim bechu tichsev hadargia lashon sheker. And you guys, the Jewish people, this was after the destruction of the temple. That's when Rebbe Shimon lived. And Rebbe Eleazar for sure was, So you guys, you had a kingdom for a short amount of time, and it was taken away from you. It got spoiled already. It was taken away from you right away. So here, the scripture was fulfilled with you that a speech of falsehood will only exist a short time. Now the fact is, though, there's another thing. Is a lot of people try to discredit the Jewish history, but we know that this is also an old story. It seems we know right now there are certain Palestinians who are trying to claim that we never had a temple, and they're trying to destroy the evidence of our holy temple on the Temple Mount, which of course is falsehood. That they're trying to, the propaganda that they're trying to. We know that the temple really existed. We know it, and they cannot change history, but they're trying to. And so, really, the same thing. The Israelite kingdom is more ancient than the Roman kingdom, all the way back to King Saul, which is long before Rome was founded. All right, it was taken away, and we were brought back, and then it was taken away again. But so let's see what it says. So Amalei. So Rebbe Eleazar said to him, "Gemeene bochte aan het gakken bereisen." So Rebbe Eleazar said to this Roman soldier, "Oh, I see you're very wise in your Torah study." He's saying, sarcastically, ironically. And then what happened? That man's soul ran away from him. The Roman soldier dropped dead right there. When Rebbe Eleazar said to him, "I see you're a wise sage of the Torah," being sarcastic to him. Oh, so I guess it doesn't mean he died. He was just shocked that, I guess, it's like he died not that he literally died, but it was almost as if he had dropped dead. This was how shocked this soldier was. Rebbe Eleazar explained. He said, "Oh, you seem like you're a real Torah scholar," and so he was shocked that this rabbi was so gracious to him, and he was shocked, and his soul left him. His spirit left him. He was so ilo amar cross fas emes kainanta load have kadamrat avaloi ksiv elatikoin. He said, if the scripture would have said that you set up a speech of truth forever, then it would be like you said. But it doesn't. It's not written that. It says it's written tikon, that the speech of truth exists forever. It's minas vas emes the secret madalav hachi hashta. So what does it mean? That Tikon means in the future. That you will set up. Not that you set it up in the past, but you will set it up forever. What does it mean? Uh, it says, Zmina sfas emes esikun madalav hachihashta. It's going to be that the speech of truth will exist, meaning it's not existing now. Sfas sheker kaima. Now the speech of falsehood exists already, but it only exists a short time. The speech of truth is not set up yet. Because really the full truth of the Torah is not really fully even revealed. It's all been revealed, but we are not understanding everything that there is there. It's there, it's revealed, and nothing new will ever come. The Torah is eternal, but but there is so much, not the problem with the Torah, but the problem is with us, that we are not seeing the Torah, and so that's that's something that we will understand more, because the Torah is the ultimate mind of God, and so since we are finite beings, we are limited in our understanding of the infinite wisdom of the Torah. So right now, we have the Torah, and we study the Torah, and we understand what we need to understand. God gives us the wisdom to understand that which we need to understand. But in the future, it's going to be more clarity, but nothing new. Nothing new. It's all going to be exactly the same. The fact is, really, we know it already. Just there are things in us holding us back, but we know the Torah. So Svas Shekerkaim, the speech of falsehood, that's existing. Svas Emesh Chivlafra, and the speech of truth is sleeping in the dust. Bozimna the Emes Yakum al Kiyume, Umigoy Eretz Titzmach, Kedain Svas Emes Tikkun Load. But when that time comes, when the truth will stand up for itself and sprout out from out of the earth, then the speech of truth will exist forever in the future tense. This soldier was very impressed by this teaching. He said to him, Zakant, you are worthy. You are happy. You are praiseworthy. Zakah alma daraisa. Dikshoit yarsin basa yoimen. Dikshoit. And happy is the people of the Torah, Dikshoit Yarsin, who have inherited the truth. Basar Yoimen Shemana Diskayer. We heard later that this very soldier who tried to take us away from the Torah was so impressed by hearing the truth of the Torah that he converted to Judaism. Azlumatuchad bechakal. They went and they came to one field. And they davened there. They prayed there. Their prayers. Once they prayed their prayers, Americana lahala schabe beschinte. He said, from now on, we are attached to the Shekhinah, to the holy presence of God. So let's go and study Torah. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen v'amen. All right, we'll take a little break to save this recording, and then we'll start the next part of our program.